Hi, Deandra.
Hi.
I'm so excited to be here with you.
I'm excited to be here.
So, Deandra, where did you grow up?
I grew up in Pasadena, California.
What was your family like when you were growing up?
I grew up with my mom and my father. However, my father wasn't really there. He was there, but he wasn't there, like emotionally and stuff like that.
Like checked out.
Yes. And I also grew up with my grandparents. So we had like our backyards were connected, but our houses were like around the corner.
I love that.
Yeah, so I grew up close with them.
When you were younger, how do you think the world saw you and how did you see yourself?
They see me as this little Christian girl. I grew up and I used to wear long skirts. My mom didn't let me wear bathing suits.
I wasn't allowed to wear tank tops or bathing suits.
Yeah, none of that. So now that I'm older, I'm like, hey, you can't get me out of any red lipstick. But yeah.
I love that. And how did you see yourself? You know, like how did you feel about yourself?
Oh, I always loved me. I always loved me. Yeah, I never wanted to be anybody else but Deandra. Not in a cocky way, but my grandparents and my mom instilled in me
that you're gonna make me cry. I love
there's only one you, and to be the best that you can be. And I've never wanted to be anybody else but me.
Oh my God. What did you love about yourself as young Deandra?
That I was brave. I feel like when I was younger, I was more brave than what I am now. I'm striving to be back to what I was, you know, but I wasn't afraid to take risks and just go for it and do things, even though people said, no, don't do that or don't do this. I still went for it. Like I went to culinary school and my dad was like, why would you want to go to culinary school? And I was like, because that's what I enjoy doing.
How do you feel when you're baking?
It's like my zen place. It's my happy place. I tell my husband, okay, take the boys upstairs. You guys play your video games or watch TV or something, because I'm about to be in my zone. And, you know, you can't mess up. Everything has to be perfect when you're baking to get, you know, a level cake.
Deandra, what's your relationship with social media and how does it affect you? Do you ever find yourself comparing yourself to people?
No.
I love that.
No, because I know everything's a lie. I'm just gonna be real.
God.
I know everything is fake. You only show what you want to be shown, and you don't know what someone is going through in their life, in their personal journey. So why would I compare? Everybody is going through something.
How on earth do you stay so strong in how you see things?
That's just how I am. That's just how I've always been. Somebody was like, oh, I would love to be married to Barack Obama. This is when he was president. I was like, why? You don't know what Michelle goes through. You don't know, like, you just see in the good parts. You don't know, how he is behind closed doors.
Oh,
you don't
you're
know,
so right.
you don't know all the stress that he's going through in life, that he,
You don't know their burdens.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I don't want anybody else's burdens. I have my own,
What are some definitions of success that you've struggled with?
After you have kids, you kind of lose yourself in your kids, especially the type of personality that I have. I'm a perfectionist, so I want to be the best mom that I can be out there.
The best.
Yes,
mom. I love you.
Yes. Showing my kids flashcards at 2 months old. Making sure that I exclusively breastfeed my child. So it's easy to lose yourself in your kids.
Are there any things you feel like you worry about for your children that other mothers don't need to worry about?
Yeah, I have 2 black boys.
Yeah.
For sure. I am raising 2 black males that I do not want to be a statistic. I do not want them to be judged by the color of their skin or be seen as less as because of the color of their skin. They go to a predominantly Caucasian school. Parents that volunteer in the class and the teacher, they always tell me how well behaved and how good that my 6-year-old is and how polite and how, he's just so polite. Like, they just don't understand
it's almost
why
surprised.
Surprised that he would be polite. And I have to also instill in him that he is beautiful, because when he draws the little pictures of like the kids and stuff, he makes them, with peach skin. And I'm like, why don't you make them look like you sometimes? You're beautiful just as well.
Yeah.
And another thing with his hair, he has dreads right now. And he's like, well, why isn't my hair like Ethan's hair? And I was like,
he's making the comparison.
Yes, he's starting to make the comparison. He doesn't really like his hair right now. And I try to tell him that you're beautiful. Look at your hair. You're beautiful. Just the way you are.
Yeah.
And just instill confidence, to walk with his head held high, and that there is only one of him, and that he is beautifully and wonderfully made.
What do you wish people understood?
Just because my child is Black doesn't mean that he's going to be acting a certain way.
Yeah.
Or be doing certain things. Like, oh, he's so tall. Is he going to be playing basketball? How do you know he doesn't want to be a doctor?
Yeah.
They're
putting their expectations already in all the little comments.
Yes.
Already putting that stereotypes on him.
Yes.
As a little boy.
Yes. And I don't even think he even realizes it,
Can you finish the sentence for me? I wish.
I wish that my boys will grow up to be whoever they want to be, and no one will ever look down on them or make them feel less as.
I love that so much, and I wish the same too.
I do too.
Aw. In your quiet hours or minutes, who is Deandra?
I prefer to stay at home and lay in the bed with my snacks and watch TV. I'm not a big party person or with big crowds or anything like that. I mean, I do it, but what I prefer to do, I'm more of a homebody. I like being home and being in my safe place.
While baking.
Yes.
I love that.
Yes.
Deandra, you are so lovely. Thank you for coming on our show.
Thank you for inviting me.
Oh my gosh, thank you. Can I have a...
Yes, of course.
Oh my God.